Welcome to EDU World Space.
Okay, so for this question, we've been given our sample size is 11. The sample standard deviation given to us is $53. Since our sample size is 11, the degrees of freedom would be 10. And since we're finding a 99% confidence interval, alpha in our case is 0.01. Now, we find the critical values from the G table. Chi-square alpha by 2 for us is chi-square 0.005 with degrees of freedom 10. Using G table, we see that this value is 25.1882. Chi-square 1 minus alpha by 2 in our case is chi-square 0.995 with degrees of freedom 10. Using G table, we see this value is 2.1559. Now using the chi-square alpha by 2 and chi-square 1 minus alpha by 2 values, we can find the confidence interval for our population variance. We use this expression to find the confidence interval for our population variance. The lower boundary for our confidence interval here would be this expression right here. And the upper boundary for the confidence interval for our population variance is this expression here. Simplifying, we see that the confidence interval for our population variance is this. Oops. So the lower boundary is 1115.2 and the upper boundary is 13,029.62. Now, to get the confidence interval for our population standard deviation, we take the square root of the confidence interval we found for the population variance. So square root of 1115.2 is the lower boundary of the confidence interval for our population standard deviation. And the upper boundary is square root of 13,029.62. Simplifying, we get the lower boundary as 33.39 and the upper boundary as 114.15. Now this here, we found the confidence interval for our population variance and our population standard deviation.